Terri Missy Bevers was a 45-year-old wife, mother of 3, and fitness instructor living in Midlothian, Texas. She was known for her commitment to health, her upbeat personality, and her involvement in the local community. On the morning of April 18, 2016, she was scheduled to lead a fitness boot camp class for her group, Camp Gladiator, at Creekside Church of Christ. At around 4:16 a.m., surveillance cameras inside the church captured disturbing footage. An unidentified person dressed in what appeared to be full SWAT-style tactical gear, including a helmet and police vest, walking calmly through the church halls, opening doors and appearing to search the building. Just minutes later, around 5 a.m., one of Missy's students arrived for class and discovered her brutally murdered in the main hallway. Emergency responders arrived quickly, but Missy was pronounced dead at the scene. Missy had suffered multiple puncture wounds to the head and chest, believed to have been inflicted by a blunt force object. A hammer, consistent with her injuries, was later confirmed as the murder weapon. Police concluded that the person in tactical gear seen on the footage was the killer. However, the surveillance video raised more questions than answers. The suspect had a distinctive gait, an unusual walk with a right foot turned outward and an apparent limp, which investigators hoped would lead to identification. Despite the clear footage, the suspect's face was obscured, and it was unclear if they were male or female, although many believed the gait and stature could possibly indicate a woman or a smaller-framed man. Law enforcement also wasn't certain whether the suspect was a real officer, someone impersonating one, or if the outfit was a disguise intended to mislead. In the early days of the investigation, authorities followed several leads. One of the first areas of focus was Missy's personal life. Detectives uncovered that Missy and her husband, Brandon Bevers, had experienced marital issues in the past, and text messages suggested she may have been involved in an extramarital relationship. However, Brandon had a strong alibi. He was out of town on a fishing trip at the time of the murder, and he cooperated fully with the investigation. Police also explored tensions within the Camp Gladiator fitness community, but nothing substantial emerged from those interviews. Another early lead came when a local gun shop released footage showing a car, a dark-colored 2010 to 2012 Nissan Altima, driving around the store's parking lot the morning before Missy's murder. The vehicle's behavior appeared suspicious, but authorities could not confirm whether it was connected to the case. The car has never been identified, and no individual came forward to claim it. Suspicion also briefly surrounded Randy Bevers, Missy's father-in-law, after footage showed that he had a somewhat similar gait to the suspect in the church video. Additionally, Randy had dropped off a blood-stained shirt to a dry cleaner a few days after the murder. He claimed it had gotten blood on it during a dogfight. Police tested the shirt and confirmed the blood belonged to an animal, not a human. Randy Bevers was never named a suspect, and no charges were filed against him. Despite tips from the public, DNA testing, and national media attention, the case began to stall. Authorities explored the possibility that Missy had been stalked. A LinkedIn message received by Missy from an unknown man prior to her death was reviewed, but no direct connection to her murder could be made. Cell phone data, forensic analysis, and interviews yielded little progress. The suspect's motive remained unclear. Nothing was stolen from the church, and there were no signs of robbery. Investigators also considered whether the attack was random or targeted. Many experts and analysts who reviewed the case believed the killer had been waiting for Missy and that the murder was personal. The suspect appeared to know the church layout and entered through a rear door, which had been shattered, possibly with the hammer used in the murder. In 2017 and again in 2019, law enforcement confirmed they were still actively working on the case and had not given up, even stating that they believed someone in the community had information. A $20,000 reward was offered for information leading to an arrest. Despite hundreds of tips, no arrests were made, no charges were ever filed, and no suspects were officially named. As of 2025, the Missy Bevers case remains unsolved, though it is still under active investigation by the Midlothian Police Department, with occasional assistance from the FBI and Texas Rangers. Advances in gait analysis, surveillance enhancement, and digital forensics continue to offer hope that new technologies may one day identify the figure in tactical gear. Missy's murder has left a lasting impact on the Midlothian community, and her family continues to search for justice, holding out hope that the case will eventually be solved.